ibo or can possible point chom them. And young posse, he could posse can be inam, he never was about chop.
Proactive. There's also what we call reactive health strategy.
And young posse, he could posse can be nam, and so I didn't mention it.
Okay, let me clear that point. My company was proactive. Adam called Utie to Kere, the Ganam, and the Ama with the back of Anamasio. Ama with the back of Anamasio. Uncle, attend the Kere, Adam Bona, and I want to knock Anamsio. So this one is proactive, the other one is reactive. All right. So today I'm going to talk about healthy living, healthy community, celebrating wellness together. You see, if there's anything we're all looking for, is to be healthy. As a Christian, you are going to church to prepare your soul for heaven. Living on earth as a man, you've got to be healthy to live on earth. Then, at the same time, preparing yourself for heaven because, you see, the body has a soul. Okay, the human being is a tripartite being, 3 in 1. The body has a soul and it has a spirit.
The spirit.
Beautiful. So, it is the spirit or the soul that is most concerned when we are talking about heaven. But when we are talking about earthly life is the body. Now living together now, it is with the body you can see me and I can see you. If I'm not healthy, I cannot do what I'm doing. For those of you who are here seated, some of you are healthy, some of you are sick. Now I'm trying to reconcile this with going to heaven and also living here on earth. I see the church emphasize so much on the soul and the spirit, and then they don't emphasize a lot on the physical body. In my own preaching, in my own philosophy, I am of the opinion that in as much as heaven is real, you are supposed to live a healthy life here on earth, grow old, or whenever it is time for rapture, you are raptured to go to heaven, not for you to live a sickly life while here on earth. That is why the Bible says, I wish above all things that thou might prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. So it is in view of this, in my own health strategy, I talk about preventive health. So in proactive health strategy, you prevent sickness.
Avika kala mo to mi dem ibamu elili udom atietie ekewu mo kala mo bana ida udom elili nje fo jere msa na
You do something that will prevent you from getting sick.
anampo siri lokeja na edom.
Because some people will always think that sickness must come. Yes, it must come because of a human being, but there are some sicknesses that must not come.
Bodogo ka na ndamo do ada kwani ko go na ndamo do benenya uto do agbali na delika to.
Now, I can make up my mind as I'm walking now that I'm not going to have hypertension. I'm not going to have diabetes until I die.
Àwọn tó wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nsànàmí tẹ́gbó mẹ́tẹ̀mí pẹ́ mbìrì kí lọ́wọ́ mi mo ká tutù ń pa tẹ́mbó ní ẹ̀ ọ̀dọ́ wọn kò kún yìí nínú wọn bó ní ẹ̀ ọ̀dọ́ wọn kún.
I can also say I'm not going to get stroke. I'm not going to have kidney problem.
Mẹ́tẹ̀mí yóò pẹ́ mbìrì mo ká tọ́ ń tiẹ̀ mà tẹ́mbó ń dọ́wọ́ bọ̀ ọ̀bẹ.
Why am I talking about those sicknesses? Those sicknesses are chronic diseases. But it's simple or common for me to have some stomach ache. Because that can emanate from the things I ate temporarily. It is common for me to have headache because headache can emanate or can be as a result of stress or hunger or one small sickness or the other. It is common for me to have malaria because when you are bitten by anopheles mosquitoes, it will transmit what we call plasmodium parasite, thereby giving you mosquito, malaria. It is also common for you to get typhoid because the water we drink cannot clean. The food we eat, the thing can come from the food we eat. So, but when we talk about chronic diseases, the one that affect your liver, the one that like we may call liver cirrhosis, or the one that affect your kidney, or the one that is, high blood pressure or diabetes, all those ones are chronic diseases. You can prevent them. So it is important for you to know what to do to prevent those chronic diseases. As I'm talking to you now, there are people here who already have high blood pressure. There are people here with diabetic condition, but very few. The one with kidney is the one I do not know, because when you see somebody with swollen leg who go to themselves from time to time, that could be a sign of kidney problem. The swollen leg could also be a sign of problem with the heart, cardiovascular problem. What I'm talking about now, listen and listen carefully. You can prevent hypertension. If you know what is hypertension, then nobody young.
We find you also go down go to the boy said.
I also go down go. Okay. If you don't keep your hands down, if you don't know what is hypertension, raise your hand up. Very good. That means almost everybody here, it means that almost everybody here understand. That was why we had to do the check. That is what we mean blood pressure check. When we had to take the little blood we took from your finger, it is because we want to check whether you have sugar problem. Can I have those check results? Please, let me have the sheets. Where are those people? Let me have those. So that I will tell you that a few persons are already known to be diabetic from that test we did. A few persons bring the result. All of them we have done. It is important for you to do this check at least once in 3 months. Because when you do that check, even if you walk to this health center, the blood pressure check is done free of charge. But the sugar check, that is the glucose check, the major now is about 700, 1,000 for each. And the so those ones it's just free of charge. We did for you. Why are we doing that? We are doing that to know your health status. Is it possible for me to announce a few persons here? Yes. It's not acceptable in health. But the problem is that let the person be aware of okay, let me just say it like this. In more person, please, after you see me as soon as I finish. Is that you? Good. Those people I call, that means you have query. You have query. So Emma Augustine, you have query. Cecilia Mark Isaac, you have query. Aniema Odeme, you have query. Grace Sam, Deaconess, you have query. Very serious query. Grace Sam, and then Patience Monday, you have query. Ukeme Johnny, you have query. Sunday is then you have query. Work Friday, you have query. So you can see with that, you know that you have case to answer. So that gives you an insight. For those who do not hear their name, I think I want to say you do not have query. Can you hear me now? Good. Can we go? Yes. So that you relax. But that notwithstanding, that test with D, you are supposed to be doing that once in 3 months for those who don't have any case to answer. One of the things that gladdens my heart is that many of you don't have sugar problem. Many of you. That is very good. So whatever you have been doing, that means you have not been drinking so much mineral. I know when I came here for a seminar in Udwanyang here, Unity Hall, about 2 years ago, many people who checked, there were not as many as this, but they were all having issues with sugar and hypertension. That means I want to believe that the teachings I teach on radio is making so much impact.
It's all right. The doctor, I can't make it longer before I say it. Doctor, okay, you are in. Enya pana asuga. Kind of gafon. Can man and this way back again, go kill you know, talk when community hall, okay, you are going to Indian fanantum. I'm over on university.
Yes. So please, whatever thing you are eating, continue to eat in that order. But let me go on to what I want to teach you today.
That's what guys said. The other
now, let's look at the 10 ways by which you can stay healthy. Number 1, Adam, keep on checking your weight. Check your weight. We were supposed to come with a scale, but we got to the road, we remember that we didn't carry our scale. There are common tests you must do on a regular basis. Checking your weight, checking your blood sugar, and checking your blood pressure.
Sugar level.
The second thing is stop unhealthy food. Eat healthy food. Today I'm going to talk about a few things that people eat in the village, particularly in the village, that affect their health. One of those things we eat that affect us immensely is oil. I didn't say you shouldn't take oil. But the fact is that we take too much oil in our food. And because we have abundance of oil in this environment. So when you want to pour oil into your soup, you pour it as if it's water. And not only that, we also eat oil from akara. Do you know that when you take one akara can contain more than 1,000 calories?
I go sit down and kick on Bagari. You want to go 1,000 calories. Can you contain what's going to
For you to prove this, when you take one akara, squeeze it like this, you see water, oil will drip out of the akara when it is fresh.
Now, I go with your seat down. That
is the way by which we are consuming oil.
So
you have to reduce the intake of oil in your soup, in your rice, in whatever thing you cook. Because excess oil can contribute to raising your blood pressure. When there is excess cholesterol in your body system, remember when oil is good, especially the oil we have. The red palm oil is one of the best oil. The one I do not support is the groundnut oil, so-called, or vegetable oil. Are you there? I said the oil I support more. Our red palm oil is the best. But the groundnut oil, the one they call vegetable oil, is not. I don't support you. Take it. Why is that one no good? It has been subjected to a termite fire. It is hydrogenated. That is edetem. So, but this our oil is good because you just put a little, but put a little in your food, don't overput it. Therefore, for those of you who must take akara every morning at breakfast, avoid it. I advise people if you need something fast, because I know people take akara as fast food. Why not take my money? My money is the best because there's no much oil in it. Alright. What we're talking about here is eating unhealthy food. What we're talking about here is eating unhealthy food. So when we are eating food that are not healthy, you need to avoid it. One other thing that we eat that are also affecting us is excess salt. You have to correct it from today. Please, I beg of you. You see, it is important we know where our problem is coming from. Do you know that we go to church to pray against witches and wizards? And you have forgotten that the witches and wizards are living with you right in the house. And that you are also the architect of the witches and wizards. Why? Because of the unhealthy things you are eating. Now I'll talk about oil. Let's look at this salt. Do you know the quantity of salt you need on a daily basis? We call it required daily intake. That is the medical language. On a daily basis. Oh, you need just 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. That is a teaspoon. About 10 grams. That's what we need on daily basis. That is the quantity of salt. That means that is the one you put in your soup, the one in your whatever thing. Everything on the daily basis we need just 10 milligrams. Am I talking to somebody here? No. But that here we must put enough salt in our soup, so much that if thing is tasty, then you put it in a plate for somebody to eat. The person still has to go and take a table salt and put in it. It means that they are there of Now, I have seen somebody eat orange and put oil on the surface. Orange. Okay. I have seen somebody eat pawpaw, pineapple, and put salt. Where the witches and wizards are coming from. Now, those things you are doing to yourself, in the long run, that is what causes high blood. Okay, let me come this way. It contributes to affecting your heart. Yes, because when you eat excess salt, it is known as sodium chloride. Good. So when you take it in excess, It induces water in your body system. And apart from that, it could cause your artery to be hardened. So that your blood pressure, the artery or the blood vessels will not be flexible as it used to be flexible before. So it is enough to raise your blood pressure. But that salt is enough to raise your blood pressure. So I'm telling you now what you are going to do on a gradual basis to bring down your blood pressure. If you reduce the intake of salt, number one. Reduce intake of sugar, number two. Reduce intake of oil, number three. That is a gradual way of bringing down your blood pressure. Even the sugar we are talking about. Let me talk about sugar. I'm happy that so many people are conscious now that sugar is dangerous to our health. So much that they have reduced the intake of carbonated drinks, that is mineral, malt, and the rest of them. Even those of you who drink Gary, you want to drink Gary, you carry like 5, 6, 7 cubes of sugar and pour it into Gary. You want to drink Akamo, you pour so many sugar into the Akamo to drink. You want to drink tea, you pour so many cubes of sugar into the tea. I am happy now that sugar is very expensive. Yeah, because for you to buy plenty to put in Gary, put in tea, put in whatever they want to put, you are going to do it like that. So what I want to let you know today, reduce the intake of sugar. Mineral in itself contain about 8 cubes of sugar. So if you take 1 or 2 bottles of sugar on daily basis, you have grossly exceed your daily intake of sugar. He's reporting himself. Please, I beg of us. There is a required, what we call daily intake, required daily intake for sugar in our body. Now listen, the garri you eat contains sugar. If you eat rice, you are eating sugar. Of course. If you eat yam, there is sugar in it. If you take Akamo, it has its own sugar. Then when you add additional sugar, excess. And you can tell it. Can you see why I'm telling you that the witches and wizards is living with you in the house? You don't need to pray for your health. I don't say not pray. It is not the prayer that makes you healthy. It is your attitude. I'm saying this in the church. The church authority. I'm sorry to say this. It is your attitude, health attitude that makes you healthy. You can make up your mind to be healthy 365 days in a year and you'll be healthy. Now the greater percent of what you do are what contribute to one sickness or the other. Now, another thing I want to talk about is sleep. Sleep enough. I want to believe that those in the village they sleep enough. I'm not talking about the preachers. I'm not talking about the preachers. I'm talking about people in the village. Okay. You sleep better than those in the town. Because a number of you don't have the big phone. This is what deprives so many people from sleeping in the town. And then hustling. You hustle, you go to farm in the day. As you come back, you would have been tired, so you must sleep. So I want to thank you, you are sleeping. Continue to sleep. Now, another thing I want to also say is that you eat variety of traditional food. Variety. Do you know that God blessed us abundantly? When you get to go to market, you will see abundance of food. But do you know what we are going for? Fufu and gari. That is why an average farmer here plants cassava. Now, the pawpaw we have in our houses is to the market. Hard nut is to the market. No, hard nut. Coconut is to the market. Pineapple is to the market. Count them. All the other fruits you have go to market. Oranges to the market. But the only thing you keep for you to be eating morning, afternoon, and evening is what? Can you see the witches and the wizards? No, the gari is not bad per se. Me, I eat gari. I will eat it until you will be happy. But I can eat gari once in 3 days. Once in 3 days. Huh? Yes. So that's the difference. We want to draw a balance here because we are talking about health. So I want you to hear me and hear me out. Center of me is a gospel truth for you to hear if you want to hear and improve on your health. Yes, if you have gari now is expensive. If you make gari like 2 basic, go and sell one. Buy other fruit, keep in the house. Can buy something like banana, pineapple, oranges, cucumber, coconut, all the other fruit you know, buy them, keep in the house. At the beginning, it may not fool you. You may not be satisfied when you are eating it. But start eating that. When I came to a seminar here 2 years ago, I told you I had plenty people with diabetes and hypertension. Those people are still alive and healthy today. Why? Because I gave them what we call key points. Some of them are not taking drugs again. Because I gave them exactly what I'm giving you now, and they went to my change, and today. So you can make up your mind and say, I will not have high blood pressure. I will not have diabetes. And so on. Here in this village area, when somebody has kidney problem, they will say it is juju. Because kidney problem comes with swollen leg, swollen face, swollen mouth. If somebody has liver problem also can make your leg to be swollen. Then who are the people with liver problem? Those who can drink, like brewery. So if I were you, if you used to drink, or you normally drink, you should begin now to say bye-bye to alcohol. Even though it is medical for you to take a small quantity of alcohol. But I wonder how you're able to control your habit to take a shot, if it's possible. One man came to my office last week with a wife. I don't know whether he's there. After examining him, it was discovered that the man is a drunk. When I checked him, there were a lot of things that were not in order in his body. That was when I now asked him, what happened? The wife said, he drinks a lot. I said, that is the truth. Now, if he did not come and I checked him, if he begins to sick, they will say it's an enemy that's attacking him. They will say it's witches and wizards. They will begin to go to church and go to different places to find out what has happened. They will not know that he's the cause of his problem. He promised not to drink again. I pray he will keep to his promise. That may be your condition anyway. There's a way drink can help to raise your blood pressure. It could also raise, if you are someone who drinks beer, it could also raise your blood sugar. In the long run, it may even cause kidney problem. It will cause liver cirrhosis. So you got to leave all these things. Now, another way you can keep yourself healthy is to know how to cook for yourself. A lot of us will cook and the soup will stay for 3 days. We are still eating that soup. It's not poverty. It is lack of knowledge. Yes, that is why I'm here to tell you how you will do it. I used to live with my grandmother in Ika Panama, precisely if I tell you what I was with her going to primary school, and there were a lot of children in the house. My grandmom will cook food this evening. By tomorrow morning is finished. If there is need to eat tomorrow, another soup will be prepared. That means we are eating fresh soup. That is number one. Now we are all looking for vitamin C, vitamin A. There's what we call water-soluble vitamin. Vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin. Vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin. Is a vitamin that can be dissolved in water. Now it is contained in our vegetable. The same pumpkin leaf contains vitamin A too. It contains iron.
As ne se code iron.
It contains folic acid. That folic acid is what they give to pregnant women. Sunday medicine.
As ne se code folic acid is a genomboni banti sangilit.
Good. So you can see the riches of Nkomubo. Very, very rich. Unfortunately, we destroy all these vitamins through the process of cooking. When you boil vegetable, the termite fire destroys the water soluble vitamin to as much as 85%. The folate, the iron, the folic acid and all will be destroyed by the fire. And then the oil soluble vitamin, which is vitamin A,
vitamin A
is also destroyed to as much as 70-something%. And then we eat with the joy that we're eating vegetables. Not knowing that all the natural trace elements that God deposited in these things. So the cooking process is another danger to our health. That is why I'm here to recommend for you the best way to eat your food. If you want to eat vegetable, you say you must cook it. Remember, vegetable I'm talking about here is not only pumpkin liver. It says what the vegetable. Cucumber is vegetable. Onions is vegetable. And so some other little things like that you boil, they are all vegetable. Yes. Okra is still vegetable. Now, when you are boiling the vegetable, you want to cook vegetable soup. What I tell people to do is put all the ingredients. Maybe you want to cook okra soup and vegetable soup. Boil your meat. And I recommend organic meat, which is good. Or organic fowl meat. That is yes. Boil your meat, boil your okporoko, whatever you call you want to use as ingredients, or fish. Boil it to dawn. Those things should be done. When you know that it is done and you are perceiving the aroma of your food, put your vegetable. Cover your pot and bring it down. Just on it. Your food is ready. Because eating it in that way means you are eating half done. I'm telling you, you may not love it that way anymore. But let me tell you, you can as well in the other way around if you want to live a healthy person. To live a healthy life, brother, you can as well take it raw without putting it on the fire. Beautiful. You can take the onions, cut them into smaller bits. You take the cucumber, cut them into smaller bits. You take another leaf. The vegetable leaf can also be taken raw. Take few. Not large quantity, just few. Like 3-4 leaves. Cut into smaller bits. And then if you have small pepper, add to it. Don't eat. No salt, no sugar. Delicious. Do you know what you have just eaten if you take it raw? That is enough to boost your blood count.
Come on.
That is enough to increase the vitamin content of your body. That is enough to, what you are just eating contains mineral, vitamin, iron, folic, everything is there. Now, do you know that when you eat raw onion, it is digested easily in your body than the cooked onion? In general, cooked food or raw food digests easily in the body system than the cooked food. So what I want you to do now, begin to learn how to eat raw food. Am I talking to somebody here? Yes. Is it possible? Yes. How many of you have eaten salad before? Salad. It's like Media rice. Beautiful. You are wonderful people now. That means if you can eat salad, what I've just told you now is possible. When you go market, maybe go and buy one cabbage, even though it's expensive now. After all, there's nothing that's not expensive in the market now. Buy one cabbage. Buy cucumber. Buy onion. Good. Buy like garlic. When you bring them back home, take some wraps of the cabbage. Cut them into smaller bits. Put in your plate. Pick one big onions. Cut them into smaller bits. Put in the plate. Take your cucumber. Cut into smaller plates. Put in the plate. And if you want it to sweet, because I know you like sweet things, take orange. Freeze the water on top. Or you take bananas, like 2 or 3. Peel and cut them into smaller bits, put on top. Sit down and eat. Let me tell you, if you eat like that for 1 month, you will look for where I am to come and thank me. Because your sleep pattern will change. It will begin to dilate your artery of the excess cholesterol. It will help to, energize your body system. This is the way I want you to begin your health journey. So adopt a proper cooking method. Cooking this. Learn to eat raw food. I hear that some people say when they eat banana, that is no food. When you eat cucumber and granite, that is no food. And you ask someone to go and take coconut, that is no food. But I want to tell you that all those things are full meal. You can eat cucumber and granite and it serves as a meal. You can take banana, like 3 or 4 bananas, even 5, it serves as a meal. You can take 1 coconut, whether dry or soft, or the other one. You can eat 1 full like this. That is a meal. There are so many ways we eat that make us to get sick. I want to tell you today, if you can live a life of eating well, you can avoid the drugs. Drugs does not guarantee sound health.
Please, I want to repeat what I just said. Drugs does not guarantee sound health. Hear it and hear it for the last time. Drug does not guarantee sound health. It is food that guarantees sound health. You can live without the drugs. As long as you know how best to eat your food as medicine. See what I'm teaching you now is a $1 million teaching. Now for men, there are men also with what we call prostate problem. We call it benign prostatic hyperplasia. Sorry for the grammar. Prostate. Prostate problem. Men with prostate problem. I say there's another problem with men. We call it prostate problem.
Prostate problem.
So as men, if you do not carry out regular medical check, you will not know whether you have this problem. What we call prostate is a glands that is urethra with which you urinate. You know, when a man wants to urinate, it's not the same thing like that as that of a woman. You urinate through the urethra. Now there is, a prostate wraps around the urethra. Okay? And now this prostate grows with age. As a man grows, prostate also grows alongside.
What's called prostate problem? As in a idemi de se kame tom committee and tekiban. Adele ke bude ne kunugo kage swa. Nko de mo kuntere.
So the prostate will grow to a point where it will obstruct urinary.
Nko de kami kuno la ga ko itiesere jaka na tom kumnie ke pe de bude ki tami bana.
There's a time you will get some men might begin to experience, if you want to wee, you have the urge to wee, but it doesn't come out as freely as you expect. Sometimes if it's coming out, you see it's not coming out with pressure as it used to come out before. The urine will just go in your different direction.